onions and cloth. I just did a stop motion video where I attempted to refine the cloth. It's not going good at all. You can see this, is here. This thing is here, but other than that, there's not a whole lot happening that is, similar here in the background. I don't know what the heck's up with the background. Uh, but for now, I'm just going to try to get rich luminescence and in the onions, and let's see if that works out, because I suppose if the onions, look as good as they could look, then we'll maybe be going places. Here goes. The onions look good, right? But they're not, I don't know, they're not, I guess it's because it's kind of light looking. So I'm going to try to add some washes, and, there's, like right here, there's a shadow, then there's a highlight that's a reflection of this thing. That highlight is not in there very good. So first thing I'm gonna do is try to pull out this highlight. So just gonna put water, clear water, and just let it sit there. And I think it's gonna break down the paint, and in a minute we blot it up, and hopefully, get a highlight like this. Not that this looks fantastic, but there is a highlight right there. So, one thing about paint from life is even if something doesn't especially make sense or even look that great, we want to do it anyway. So, with that in mind, I'm gonna also try to get a little bit of paint off this area here, just rubbing in a little circle. I want to get a little, this is like on this highlight right there, there's kind of like the big part of the highlight. So let's see if this works. Yes, it did. It did a little bit. And I did have that highlight in there a long time ago too, so we are getting a memory of that. Let's see what's happening here. Very little paint coming off there. The highlight is a subtle feature, so it's fine if we don't get a ton of paint removed. I'm just trying one more time. Okay, well, yeah, there's a highlight, kind of. Not the most beautiful highlight you ever saw. Now let's try, since we're in the business of highlights right now, we're gonna try like a big highlight right here. This is exaggerated, but whatever, we're gonna see if this, okay, there we got a good highlight there. This right here is, I'd also like to take a little bit of paint off. Okay, I don't like this, it's too dark. So now I'm gonna add water and let it sit there. And after it sits there a minute, well, not quite a minute, let's see if that, okay, that's getting a little lighter. This I don't mind, but in the back right here, I'm going to try to make that lighter. These dots here, since they're close up and they are producing contrast, and hopefully this area looks like it's closer to the viewer than this area, as that is the case. Now I'm going to take reddish golden brown, and this is pretty dry, and I want to put those, okay, so there we have put them on here, a little bit here. Okay, but we're trying to do big areas here, so let's see about right here. Good, okay, that's nice. Then let's see if we can go And this blue, you know, I like the blue. The blue is a reflection in shadow. There's a, you know, big shadow there. This is a bold reflection of that stuff, the white stuff there. I guess I'm just gonna see about pulling more of that paint out. Just paint water on there. Yes, we pulled more paint out. Now I want to get the. I hate to have a line in a watercolor painting, but I'm gonna try to hint the edge of this onion here. And how does that look? I guess that looks okay. Looking closely at this this area here. So this area here is the actual onion. It is not negative space. So I think that I'm going to try to add some brown, you know, the golden brown, but in a dark gray right there. And let's see if we can make it obvious that this is not like, this is a shadow, you know, this is a shadow in the onion. This is also a big shadow in the onion. So I'm going to just go over it with the deep golden brown, and let's see if we can make it look more like it's part of the onion as opposed to it is a shadow in negative space. Well, okay, I guess we kind of achieved that. Let's see if I can pull this little piece of. Okay, that looks good, and put a little of the gold right there. And you know, I don't know about this little line here. Okay, the little line is gone, sort of. Okay, so we gotta get like darker colors as the you know, richer tones. So let's see if we got it here. Okay, that's better. And a couple of lines there. Let's see, that's probably good. You know, lines over a highlight really adds depth and luminescence. So, or you know, implies luminescence. So that was a. And then I want to get some yellow right here. And I think I got some yellow. Okay. I don't know if that's good or not. We'll find out later. I don't really want to try to see if I can get. Okay, that looks good. And I'm gonna just pull this out. All right, here we got this thing which I initially made it blue. I'm gonna see about adding another. Well, here's some green. Let's see about just a hint of green here. They say, you know, to get blonde hair, put some green in there, and it magically pops into blonde hair. And I have seen that work. So yeah, I'm gonna do a couple more lines here. Oh, there's a message held for review. I wonder what it says. Oh, I'm dying of curiosity. I'm going to view the message. Well, I appreciate the comment. I don't know why they held your message for review. Because, you know, engagement is king, so I appreciate the engagement. Anyway, let me go a little, whoops, out to, I think half the stuff I just painted was off the screen. Anyway, appreciate the folks that came and visit my real-time watercolor painting, even though I'm at a dilemma here. Okay, so I'm going to go with a little gold here. So we say that this is part of the onion, not a negative space. And does that look good? Maybe, I don't know. We're going to see. Try to go hint right into that dark area there. And at this point, I don't know, I had a, see if this thing works. Here I'm going to try to, you can see how the, you can see how I got this paint here that's like creeping over this. I'm going to actually, this was working, let's see. Oh, it's not working anymore. Anyway, it's a sneaky trick to use a white pen. I don't seem to have a white pen. Here's a white eraser pencil. Does that actually do a white line? No. I got these eraser pencils. I never really used them. There was a big idea to clean and organize out here, like as if it really needs to. I guess it could use just a bit of clean and organize, right? Anyway, moving right along, we're trying to get a luminescent and try and get a luminescent look on the onions today. We're trying to go bold. I'm gonna take the big brush and let's just get some stuff happening. Got good onion colors. Okay, here's a good onion color. You know, there's like a red hint right there. I'm missing that, but I don't have red on the brush right now. I'm gonna try to, okay, let's just try to go here. That's good. Is there any identical color over here? Kind of, sort of. I'm gonna try right here to build that a little. That looks good. Right here, we want to hint and impact this. You know, blue area is good, but I don't know. And block this up, good. Something there, that's fine. That's a fine looking thing. You know, this highlight, which is a reflection of the cloth, you know, I like it, but it's just too, you know, blowing through the bottom of the onion in a consistent way. Here I'm gonna just try to hit this area, which is right here, and I want to have, it's actually a brown gray, and so I'm just gonna lean brown. I don't know if I really care about the, see if we go here, if that could help. So that's good. Do I want to go all the way to the edge? I don't know, probably not. Then there's this, and this goes out to here. I don't know if a dot is good there. Probably up here we could accentuate this a little bit. Let's go there. I don't know if that's good or not. It might be good. Could be the best thing on the painting, who knows. Anyway, we'll go right here too. And this really looks terrible, right? I mean, let's see about fixing that up. So this is like a red red gold straw hay. So do we have red gold straw hay? I'm sort of working on a color for red gold straw hay. I think we're getting close to red gold straw hay. Oh, let's see if it's close. All right. So, I don't know. Is that good? I'm going to show the hidden message, maybe. I don't know what that message means. But, you know, we appreciate the engagement. Thank you, Letitia Winters. Shout out to Letitia. All right. Well, this is, I'm not unhappy with our achievement today with our real-time watercolor painting. I'm going to just try to bring this up. And, you know, I hate a line, but that's not really a line, is it? Yes, it is. Hate a line. Is this good, this blob of paint? Not really. This I'm going to keep. This is supposed to be gray. It's not really at all gray, but I want to, you know, just color this in. That is the kind of thing, I don't know if I should leave it there or not. I suppose I'm going to leave it there because since it's white underneath, we could pull it up later. Also, let's go a little heavier right here because we got to be bold here. We need luminescence. We need, this I guess is good. I'm going to just take away excess paint there. Okay, that helped. It does not look like, you know, the onion skin too much, but if we get a hard edge later, you know, with a really fine brush, then it might look like the onion skin. So this is the beginning of having onion skin. So like later when it's dry, we're gonna try to take like this brush and get this super, you know, micro shadow happening, which I see where it's supposed to be going out here. So I'm gonna try to go out there a little bit. Okay. Well, that's about all I have time for today. I appreciate everyone who stopped by and real-time watercolor painting, attempting to achieve luminescence in the onions because the background looks like, I don't know, it's going to be impossible to fix. And so this is our result for today. And once again, I appreciate everyone who stopped by. Thank you.